What's up, guys? I have a quick question for you. When you guys were little, like elementary age, I guess, maybe beginning of middle school, did you guys just, like, ride the shit out of your bike? Because literally when I was a kid, that's all I did. Before I played Xbox, before I did anything, all I did was ride my bike outside all day. It didn't matter if it was sunny, if it was windy, if it was rainy, if it was snowing. It didn't really matter sometimes. I don't know if I was the only one that was like this. I feel like everyone I knew was also like this, but I'm not sure if they just rode their bikes because I rode my bike. I guess it's kind of dumb to ask in a video that I'm already making it, because you guys would just answer it later after the video's already out, after I'm already done. Oh god. Fudge swirl ice cream is definitely my weakness. Seriously, riding my bike was like my childhood. I was in one of those neighborhoods where there was a bunch of other kids my age up and down the street just around the neighborhood. So all we would do all day after school, we would just ride our bikes. We would ride our bikes for no reason up and down the sidewalk. Obviously the sidewalk because we were good kids. We did not drive in the street. For some reason I remember right across the street from me there was this house that had been built a long time ago, and there was these big trees. And these big trees actually grew up right through the sidewalk. They actually uprooted parts of the sidewalk in different places. And in this one particular place that I'm thinking about, it was actually so uprooted that we almost thought it was a jump. Just as little kids that didn't really know anything, I thought it was meant to be a jump. Obviously, I mean, it's in the middle of the sidewalk. You're supposed to drive on the sidewalk, so it's obviously a jump. That's just the conclusion I came to. So, as all good kids do, we literally went back and forth over that jump hundreds and hundreds of times. There was this one particular day that we were just booking it. We were going one by one. There was three of us, me, one of my friends right across the street, his little brother. We were all riding our bikes just like any other day. Probably had our little playing cards in the spokes. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you really missed out on your childhood. We would put playing cards in the spokes and duct tape them to the metal bars of the bike, and this would actually make a really cool sound. Sounded like a motorcycle. One time I actually tried to put like 50 of them, like all 52 cards in the spokes, and then I figured out that the wheel actually will not go around after that. But anyways, we were just flying up and down the sidewalk, and I hit this jump. Now this jump was right next to a tree. Like I said, the tree was uprooting it, and I actually smacked right into the tree, just right into the tree. The biggest accident I've ever been in. I've never crashed a car or anything like that, so this is probably the biggest accident I've ever been in. I remember just laying there, my bike just mangled next to me, my mom just running across the street. She was probably watching me, and she ran over, helped me up. I remember I had cuts all over me and bruises and all that stuff. Thinking about it now, I used to get cuts and bruises all the time when I would ride my bike. I guess that's just because I always played outside, a little bit more reckless when I was a kid. Well, now I just play Xbox, so I don't really play outside that much. It really makes me look like a loser. But anyways, it was a pretty insane jump, and now every time I go by that house, I don't live there anymore, but every time I go by that house and I see that jump, I just think of that, think of how much terror it caused me that one day. But I'm pretty sure that didn't stop me. Probably just kept jumping that, probably later that day. But I did wear a helmet that day, so saved my noggin. I probably wouldn't have died or anything, but saved my noggin no matter what. I hope you guys enjoyed another pointless, very pointless live comm. They're kind of fun to make, so I hope you guys like it. If you do, please click the like button. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.